I'm here on IHWE Radio, David Fuller. We're talking NWA Parade of Champions. We are talking WrestleMania week, and I have a guest on the line that really needs no introduction. He's been the composer of the soundtrack of our lives, and he's been able to take a few moments out of his hectic, busy schedule, and it's just going to get busier as the week progresses. I believe he's on the line right now. Good old JR, Jim Ross. Jim, welcome to the show.
Thanks. Good to be here.
All right, Jim. Next week is WrestleMania week. Over the last few years, it's become just, crazy with everything that's going on. Ring of Honor, WWN Live's doing a plethora of events at Eddie Dean's Ranch in Dallas. The Funkster's going to be there. You've got 2 one-man shows at the Jim Ross and Friends at the House of Blues in Dallas. WWE has got so many events going on. What's next week mean to you?
Well, I've got 3 shows, actually. I've got 2 on Saturday, one just before the Hall of Fame and one after the Hall of Fame ends. And the way we can do that is that the House of Blues is only it's a less than a 10-minute walk to the American Airlines Center where that event will be held. Then we have another show on Monday after Monday Night Raw at the same venue at the House of Blues. So we've got 3 shows altogether. All the seats, the only seats remaining, put this way, simply put, the only seats remaining are standing room only. That may be oxymoronic, but nonetheless, you can still get into the event, but they're standing room only tickets. So we're very grateful and thankful that folks have supported us as they have. So, but to answer your question, the WrestleMania to me, it brings back nothing but good memories, and it brings back, it provides an opportunity for almost like a reunion of sorts, because I always get the opportunity to see a lot of people that I haven't seen since the last WrestleMania. I think the older we get, the more aware of that we are, and we certainly count our blessings that we're able to live another day and see old friends at this event. So it's a reunion of sorts for me, and it's all positive.
Very good, very good. Now now for anybody who wants standing room only seats to see Jim Ross's shows, which have been critically acclaimed, every review, every fan who's ever went, or anything I've ever read about your shows has always been just fantastic, and I admire that, and I think it's great. Ticketmaster.com, search Jim Ross, am I correct?
Yeah, Ticketmaster.com has the tickets, and they're basically general admission, standing room only tickets, as we mentioned. So, but Ticketmaster.com has them, and if you're in Dallas around showtime, which will be 4 o'clock on Saturday, and after the Hall of Fame, 11 o'clock approximately on Saturday night, you can try getting tickets at the door. I certainly would not dissuade that, because there may be tickets available. So, but if you want to get them in advance, which is what is preferred, then Ticketmaster.com is your source.
Very good, very good. So the NWA is going to be presenting the Parade of Champions on Thursday night, March 31st, at the historic Wrigley Theater in Fort Worth. The world title is going to be on the line. I know you've kind of been watching, when you have the time, what the NWA has been trying to do over the last 3 years since Bruce Tharpe, took over, and had good relationships with doing things with New Japan Pro Wrestling, NWA Classics, and such. I think it's a good opportunity for the NWA to be another alternative for wrestling fans. There's a lot out there, and of course, I think we're more of a throwback. We're more wrestling than sports entertainment, more in-ring stuff. You had so many years with the NWA. You're going to be inducted into the NWA Hall of Fame this year. What does it mean to you? I mean, you're on the outside looking in to see that the NWA is trying to do some things, and they're going to have a presence felt during WrestleMania week and Fort Worth nonetheless. We've got your good friend Jim Cornette coming down, and he's going to be there that day. Charlie Haas is going for the world title. You've got Lance Archer. You've got Ray Rowe. You've got Amber O'Neal. You've got Sanjay Dutt, Brian Myers making an appearance. You've got a lot of Chase Owens, Jason Kincaid. You've got a lot of real good talent there. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, I'm just happy that the NWA is on the upturn. Seemingly, that's what it feels like to me, and I think that's a good thing. You can't get enough of well-promoted, fan-friendly, solid pro wrestling, in my estimation, and that's kind of what the NWA is looking to provide and contribute to the landscape. So I'm happy that that they seem to be rejuvenated, and whether or not because of the lay of the land that the NWA will ever, or any organization will ever have the influence that the NWA had back in its heyday, is really a moot point. The bottom line of it is that when you just hope that the NWA can continue to be fan-friendly, provide good, solid wrestling, or the bell-to-bell action is more highlighted and underscored than any other aspect of the promotion. So it's a positive for me. If you're a wrestling fan and this organization is looking to help provide more enjoyable wrestling, then that's a good thing.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we're looking to. I've been in talks with Mike Weber, Fight TV, and there looks like they're going to distribute a video on demand package of the NWA Parade of Champions. And talk to us a little bit about Fight TV. You've been an ambassador, spokesperson for them. This looks revolutionary. It looks fantastic, especially promotions like the NWA. The independent promotions. This looks like a fantastic way to get on a nice distribution platform, and it goes along with the current technology where you can watch it pretty much anywhere due to the amazing revolutionary technology we have. Talk a little bit about Fight TV.
Well, Fight TV is a free app, and underscore the term free. It's a free app. It's high tech. It's got amazing graphics, amazing video opportunities. And what it is that if you have a smart device, a smartphone, a tablet, smart TV, and Wi-Fi, then you're in. That's the bottom line. You're in. It's that simple. So I was a user of the Fight TV app before they approached me to become a spokesperson. And then we took the spokesperson idea and then to where I've got equity in the company. So I am actually invested in the company because I believe in it. And it does a great service for small promotions or promotions that are looking to gain a better foothold to distribute their product. So you go in there and see a lot of free pro wrestling. If you're a fan of any combat sport, pro wrestling notwithstanding MMA and boxing, that's what you're going to find on the Fight. It's spelled F-I-T-E, by the way, F-I-T-E app. And I think it's great because it links the smaller promotions who are working diligently to get more recognition and to expose their product to a broader audience and be able to do it very affordably. And the fact that our app has exceeded 15 million downloads, and so it gives you the potential to get a lot of eyeballs on what you're doing, which only can help build the brand and help, build the brand and expose the product to more folks. So that's always been the bottom line for any promotion or any promoter. So the Fight TV app is a way to link the smaller promotions, the indie promotions, to a larger audience base. And the good thing about that audience base is it's not just a North American audience base. This audience base is it's international, it's global. So that's a good thing. And so again, if you download the app and you have a smart device and Wi-Fi, you're in. You're done. You've done it. So it's a great thing. I encourage anybody listening to. It costs nothing to download it. It costs nothing to tour it, to look at it, to see what all we have. And yes, there's some pay-per-views on there, very fairly priced pay-per-views, whether it be pro wrestling indie shows or MMA shows or boxing shows. But there's also a ton of free content. So it's good. So I really am proud to be associated with them, and I'm really happy that we're able to facilitate small organizations getting a shot at distributing their product to a global audience. So it's a really a great tool. I think it's the vision of the future of how we're going to watch combat sports, pro wrestling, whatever. Watch it when you want, where you want, how you want. I'm traveling. If my hotel, which they all do seemingly anymore, has Wi-Fi, and I have my iPad with me, I can watch easily and watch anything that I want to watch off our Fight TV apps. It's a cool thing. So it's a really a good tool, and I think we're doing a great service to help a lot of the smaller promotions get more exposure.
Very good. Well, I've been very impressed, and I'm looking forward to Fight TV allowing the worldwide fans of pro wrestling to see a lot of the events that are going on other than WrestleMania in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex next week, including the Parade of Champions on a video-on-demand basis. We're going to work really hard. Mike's going to be at the Ridgely Theater on Thursday night, and it's just going to be fantastic. It's going to be a big week, fans. We're here with Jim Ross, WWE Hall of Famer, the composer of the soundtrack of many of our lives, and he's got a lot of big stuff going. He's a busy man, so fans, if you want to follow JR, he's obviously on Twitter at JR's BBQ, right, Jim?
Yeah, JRSBBQ on Twitter, easy to do, and I hope fans that really like old school, fundamentally sound wrestling are checking us out on Friday nights on Access TV. The New Japan product is really good. It's really sound fundamentally. They don't insult your intelligence. It's old school wrestling and very physical wrestling at its best, and I'm really happy to be affiliated with Mark Cuban's station, his network, and with Josh Barnett, my partner. So that's every Friday night, 8 o'clock in the Central Time Zone where we live, and 9 o'clock in the East and 9 o'clock in the Pacific. So it's a fun wrestling show. We like to think, and of course this is being maybe egocentric, that we want to believe that we are going to have the best 1-hour wrestling program on TV. That's our goal. So we work toward that goal every Friday night. So I invite folks to try us, check us out, and hopefully like what you see.
Well, some of the superstars that you've seen on New Japan on AXS are going to be at the Ridgely Theater on Thursday night. Lance Archer, you may know him as Lance Hoyt, and Chase Owens, just to name a couple. Of course, you've seen Bruce Tharpe running around on different episodes of New Japan on AXS. So some of those stars that you've seen on that critically acclaimed show that I enjoy very thoroughly, and I'm so glad that you're a part of it now, are going to be at the Ridgely Theater. A lot of others are going to be in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex for the duration of the week for the other events. Jim Ross's website is jrsbarbq.com. That's jrsbarbq.com. It's got his blog where he updates it weekly on a number of topics. He answers fans' questions. Jim Ross is one of the most easily reachable people in the wrestling business, and I admire it. I admire the fact that he's honest. At the same time, he's honest in a way that urges people to want to get better, and we all need that. Everybody should want to get better at something every day. I always tell people, if you want to change the world, wake up and be active. That'll change the world right there. His podcast is on there as well. You got the Ross Report. He's going to be talking to Jim Cornette about Jim's WrestleMania week and the thoughts on WrestleMania week altogether on April the 5th at 8 p.m. on the Ross Report. And hopefully Jim is not ready to put his hands around my neck after being around me all day at the Ridgely Theater on March 31st, but that's a tale I guess you will hear on the Ross Report next on April the 5th. So, well, Jim, again, I know you're very busy. I want to thank you so much for just taking a few moments and coming on here, and you've been helping us with the Parade of Champions, just spreading the word on Twitter and whatnot, and I can't thank you enough for that. Bruce Tharpe speaks very highly of you, and I want to wish you a safe trip down here. You're going to be doing your shows. You're going to be at WrestleCon for a little bit. Friday, go to WrestleCon.com for the information. Jim's going to be working with the Headlock on Hunger, correct?
Right. Yeah. I'm the national chairman of that charity, and it's very simply we raise funds to buy food. Everybody's a volunteer. Nobody's getting a check. Nobody's getting their expenses paid. It's strictly a volunteer thing, and I'm the national chairman of Headlock on Hunger, and it's to buy food for school-age kids when they're not in school. You know, the research shows that when kids are not in their going to school and they're not in the school meal program, that about 20% of them don't eat, and there's even a bigger percentage that don't eat well. So what we're trying to do is feed children, and I find it absurd that we can, if we can do something about it, that we don't. When you've got hungry kids in America, that it's just inexcusable in my estimation. So Headlock on Hunger is a great cause. It's a great charity. So that's my prime motivation on Friday of WrestleMania week to be at WrestleCon. Great people, and I enjoy working with the management of WrestleCon, and they'll be there from 10 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon, and hopefully folks will drop by and say hello.
Very cool, very cool. You're going to be a busy man in Dallas next week for WrestleMania and all the activities around. If you want to follow Jim, it's weekend, his odyssey through the Dallas, Arlington Metroplex, just follow him on Twitter and go to his website at jrsbarbecue.com. He's got the Ross Report coming up. Next week he's going to be talking to Jim Cornette. He's had the biggest names in the business on his show, and I enjoy it thoroughly. So, again, Jim, thank you so much for taking a few moments to join us, and hopefully we can do this again sometime. And congratulations on the NW Hall of Fame induction for this year.
Oh, thank you very much, David. Good luck on your shows. I'm sure they're going to be dynamite, and hope the fans will support you guys. It's a great organization, and the talents that you mentioned are really excellent. Maybe the best wrestling show of the week. You never know down there. So good luck on that, and thanks for having me on.
Thanks, Jim. Take care. Bye-bye.